What's up, guys? Welcome back to Robin's at Garage. Today we're going to be seeing how to fit 33s on an LX570. We're getting them put on in the next day or so. I'm going to go ahead and prepare it before I even get them on. That way when I get them on, it is ready to rock, okay? So first thing we're going to do is remove this right here. I've already got it kind of loosened up. 10 millimeter. I just turned the wheel all the way, have it in high mode, loosened it with this 10 millimeter wrench. After that, we're going to go ahead right here and use these this one's one of those pieces where you got to like pop the middle piece out and then pop the outside part out. But honestly, what I did is I just yanked it out the last LX I did this on, because we're not going to be putting these back on. So just who cares really, take it out correctly if you want to. If not, yank it out. So we got boom, 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 boom. We're going to take out. That way this whole mud flap comes off, and this front mud flap also. Okay, guys, it comes off really easy. Boom, just like that. And these are essentially trash. I'm not going to put them back on. I'm not going to sell them because they're all dirty and used. Nobody wants to buy these. All right, guys, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and grab a heat gun, and we're going to heat up this section right here. This is typically where it touches when you put bigger tires on. This is where it rubs, and this actually right here and above this is where you got to heat up. Okay, so once you get that nice and hot, what you want to do is take a hammer. You want to push this forward just like this. You may or may not, depending upon how hot you heat it up, have to repeat this process, 2 or maybe even 3 times. Like I say, get it nice and hot. And push this front piece back, as well as this part down here below, okay? All right, so as you guys can see, this is how it's gonna look. Obviously more sunk in than it was before. Now on the rear, what we're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take a Dremel, and we're gonna literally chop straight down here. Essentially what we're gonna do is get rid of this side of this bolt right here. You guys can see, it's one bolt that's right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. It cuts straight down. That'll guarantee you more than enough space to get, busy off-road if you need to. And then also what I may go ahead and do is put these 2 bolts, this one right here, and actually, no, I don't think there was one down here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one bolt back in here. That way I got a little bit more rigidity in this side piece right here. But this right here, what I actually might do, because this metal right behind that, is I'm gonna hit this with a hammer, and that's gonna bend that out of the way, that metal piece. There we go. Now you can see that metal piece is kind of pushed back. Like I said, I'm gonna cut straight down here. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now so y'all can see. Dope. Should be straight through. There we go. Boom. Now I'm just gonna cut this piece off the bottom right here. Cool. So that is it right there, y'all. As a matter of fact, I think I may go ahead and chop off a little bit more of this. That way it's nice and, looks a little bit neater. There we go. Perfect. That way we get a little bit better of a curve. Now I, hit this with a hammer. That's why I scratched that up. Cool. So like I said, I'm gonna put that bolt back on there. What we're gonna do now is take the heat gun, and we're gonna heat up this spot right here. Essentially what you wanna do with that is push this in. All right, you wanna push this whole thing in like that, essentially. Same technique with the hammer, just like that. We're gonna do this right here. Push that in there, heat it up, push it in, so it stays in. That way it didn't rub right there. Now, we'll see when I put the wheels on. I believe I may have to push this bottom piece right here a little bit further in, heat it up even more than I did before, and push it even further in, because if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, on this LX, the white LX that I did the same thing on, that's exactly where it was rubbing, was right down here, if you guys can see. So we'll see once I throw the wheels on if I need to push that in or not. You're probably better off, spending some more time on pushing that in anyway, just so you got even more clearance. And you can see on the back, I've obviously got this more pushed in You know, and this is totally chopped off. I put the screw back in here. That way this is held on here. And we are ready to rock, y'all. All right, guys, here, check this out real quick. After filming the video that you guys watched, I went ahead and made some adjustments here, and I'll show you really quickly. What I did was I pushed this even further in, heated this up even more, and pushed it even further in with a hammer and the heat gun like I did previously, but even more exaggerated now. And then on this back end right here, you can see this tire comes real close to this right here. And what I did was I trimmed this whole top piece. I took a Dremel, and see how close I trimmed this also? I trimmed it all the way up here real close. And I made a T right here, boom, and all the way down, straight down there. Boom, because it was dragging. It was like flapping down here, and it was dragging on here when I was backing up and when I was going forward. So I chopped that up like that, and I'll show you the other side also. I did the same thing to the other side. Right here, as you can see, like I said, an aggressively close chop right here, almost touching this bolt that, you know, went down there, chop it all the way up, boom, and then a straight line going forward. And this has a piece that it connects to right here, but I'm not too stressed about that, you know, so this is a little floppy, you know, but it's all good. And then that prevents this from dragging on this side and on the other side. And that's for going in reverse and driving forward as well in neutral position. So I'll show you guys right now. We're in the neutral position right now. Wait, e-brake off. All right, so check it out. I'm gonna go full lock this way, nothing. Full lock that way, and granted I'm going downhill, so it should drag even more. Boom, nothing. Let's go next side. Let's see right here. Nothing. One more time. No drag. Now we're gonna keep it full lock to the all the way to the right. And let's go reverse. Reverse. Nothing. Other side. No drag at all. All right. No rubbing. I mean, you know, no noise. So after a few different alterations, I figured out that this is the best way to do it without having your ride rubbing and, you know, making noise and people looking at you in the parking lot. It's like, what in the world? Like something wrong with your ride. So thanks for watching, y'all. And I hope this helped you guys, you know, have a ride that doesn't rub all the time when you're taking turns.